What's up? I'm Jackson, aka The Room In Between, formerly known as 88 Owns NASCAR. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to this video. And I'm going to start this out by asking a question. What are you doing here? But seriously, I get like 1 subscription a week to this channel, and I'm always like, who are these people and why are they subscribing? I don't upload videos, so I'm always kind of curious about that. Last time I made a video like this was 5 years ago, and I kind of touched on how I never really had a real vision for this channel or a real direction. I was just kind of uploading random stuff. And for the past 7 or so years, I haven't really, I think I've maybe uploaded like 4 videos in that span, which is interesting because when I started this channel in 2008 and for the next few years, making YouTube videos was a big part of my life. Even though I never really gained much of an audience, it was just a creative outlet for me at the time. And since around 2013, 2014 or so, I kind of shifted my main creative focus to be on music, be it producing or recording, playing guitar, which if you see the last few videos I've uploaded to this channel, they're all music projects. And that's still where my main focus is these days. That's kind of where my head's at most of the time. That being said, since the pandemic started, I did start thinking more about YouTube videos and making them because I've been watching more videos than I have in a long time. For whatever reason, I find myself going back to YouTube rather than like Netflix or Hulu or anything. And I don't really know why that is. Probably mainly due to having a short attention span. But at the same time, I think there's a lot of great content on YouTube, especially that I've noticed in the past couple years. Sure, the whole platform's become super commercialized, but I do think there's a ton of great content on here. And there's definitely days where I'm watching YouTube and I think to myself, man, I kind of miss making videos and I kind of wish I could do this more often. So I've been thinking to myself this whole pandemic, oh, maybe I should make videos. Because it's not like there's not much else to do at the moment. So here I am. Part of the reason I haven't made any videos is because I work a full-time job. And when I'm done with the work day, I don't feel very inclined to sit in front of a computer anymore. And that's definitely something I've wrestled with, not just with thinking about YouTube videos, but with other hobbies, like producing music. I find it hard sometimes to find the motivation to sit in front of a computer after I've been doing that for 8 hours. I'm sure other people have run into similar issues where it's just very hard to separate what you're doing from work and your recreation if it's in the same place. So I've been mainly avoiding sitting at my computer. But now that it's fall, winter is coming, I feel like I'm gonna need to adapt. I really hate cold weather, so I'm not gonna want to be spending much time outside. So I feel like I need to get better at separating work and everything else when it comes to being at my computer. So this is a initial step in that. I would like to make more YouTube videos, and I do have some ideas on how to go about that. So we'll just have to see how productive and motivated I end up being, but stay tuned. Despite the NR 2003 gameplay, I highly doubt I'll be making any gaming videos in general. Sorry to disappoint if that's why you're here. But to be honest, my enjoyment in games is pretty much limited to local co-op type of situations, which is definitely a far cry from where I was at when I started the channel and grew the channel. But I just don't have as much fun playing games either by myself or even just like online multiplayer. Not as much as I used to. So yeah, I'd say it's pretty safe to assume that the majority of the content I might upload will be music focused and stuff like this, where instead of just giving you kind of a recap, maybe I'll talk about a subject, something in that vein. We'll see. Really, I'm just gonna make whatever I feel like. Since my goal isn't to hit a certain niche or really build an audience, my goal here is to get back into a hobby that I used to really enjoy and find a way to express myself in a way that I haven't in a long time. I don't know if anyone has experienced a similar thing, but a lot of this pandemic, I've just been kind of nostalgic about a lot of things. Obviously, I think that just stems from not really creating new memories in the same way we normally would. So it's given me a lot of time to kind of dive back into everything that's happened in my life until now. And part of that is kind of exploring some of my old interests, like you're seeing, like NR 2003. And I think making YouTube videos is just another one of those things. One other thing is that I've spent a lot of the past few months being really lazy, and I kind of hit a point where I think that was negatively affecting me. I'm not the kind of person who can just, sit around and not do much and be okay with that. I've realized I feel like the key for me to be happy is to be productive and make stuff, and this is just another way to do that. I'm really inspired by creators, artists who are just very prolific and release a lot of stuff. The one that comes to mind immediately is one of my favorite bands, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. If you're familiar with them, you know they release a ton of music all the time. And if you're not aware of them, do yourself a favor and check them out. Great music. So people like them and certain YouTubers, Andrew Wong comes to mind. He's a great musician, YouTuber, and just very prolific. And that's just been particularly inspiring to me lately. I'm trying to be less lazy and just be as creative as I can. Obviously, it's not always easy, and there's days that I feel very unmotivated to create anything. But I do feel particularly inspired as of late, so I'm hopeful I can achieve what I'm setting out to do. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for now. There's another couple minutes of this footage. Good old stunt track in NR 2003. Definitely a throwback. So I'll let this play out, bump up the droney music, and thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys again soon.